Hey there, YouTube. I'm back. It's time to take your comments on the SIG 320 situation. Now, a lot of you, there's been a lot of comments, a lot of views on the announcement that I bought a SIG 320 and I'm going to run it. I'm going to run it pretty hard. I'm going to see how it goes. I talked with my guys and it was like, hey, Staccato's in the penalty box. I'm not going to order the XL right now, so I need to do something. Let's get a gun that's interesting. Let's have a little bit of fun. And in my crazy head, the SIG 320 seemed like the obvious play. Plus, I mean, Mike Glover is off the SIG team, which leaves an opening for me. So let's see if SIG will hire me to do their marketing on YouTube. I don't think they're going to. Let's take your comments, guys. Let's take your comments. All right, first one. I thought you were talking about these blowing up in people's hands. What changed? Nothing has changed as far as I know. But for the one that I'm shooting, I'm going to put in that SIG Armor doohickey, the new disconnector. People say that makes a big difference. And, you know, from what I've seen, that all makes sense. So I'll give that a try. I've also ordered an agency arms trigger with a safety dingus on it. I've shot versions of the SIG 320 that have that. I like that trigger and I like the idea of the safety dingus. So that's the shoe I'm going to put in. I mean, I'll have some other stuff coming to try as well. But that's probably where it's going to land. Man, the comments were fantastic. Here's one of tons of likes on this. His name was Ben. Rest in peace. See, people think I'm going to be dead just shooting a SIG 320. They may be right. I guess we're going to find out. Ben, you were the chosen one. That's another comment. People feel betrayed if I'm going to shoot a gun that they don't like. And I think that just makes this whole thing a lot more fun. Let's keep the comments rolling. The gun was sitting on the shelf patiently waiting for someone to buy it. It thought it would have an easy life when some dude with long hair and flip-flops scooped it up and took it home. Little does it know. Man, were you in the store? Because that's exactly how I was dressed. I was wearing the old flippies, walked in there, and I'm like, that looks like the gun for me. That one right there. Next one, you should name this video Aggressive Strategies to Promote Viewer Participation. I think that's very fair. It's important to get the audience involved in what's going on here. Like, let's have some fun, guys. Why would you even be against this? This makes all the sense that I would shoot this gun. All right, the trolling just keeps hitting new heights. I agree with that. I may have outdone myself with this one. And no, I'm actually seriously going to shoot the gun. Like, they've got a new rig coming for it. You know, the whole shebang. It's going to be nice. 116 is foreshadowing. Rest in peace, brother. I think at 116 in that video, I was like, ooh, this thing doesn't like to go into battery. And that's true. That part of the gun, it's a little bit sketch. It's like, it doesn't want to go into battery. Okay. Make sure you take that, Hoplo feel, like he says, make sure you take the tag off the trigger guard before you holster it. Not a bad idea. It's fun to show the guns on camera with the tag on them because people know that I just got it. Like, no, this thing is new. We're going to see how it goes. It's going to be a good time. Okay, I'm here for the comments. One guy has commented, well, yeah, obviously the comments are going to be amazing on this. I don't know what direction this is going to go. Nobody knows. Anything could happen. This is peak internet right here. Okay, there's no greater troll on the interwebs. Thank you. I mean, it's important to subvert expectations sometimes. It is. All right. Aside from the gods, okay, I just purchased one on a recommendation from Mason Lane. Not surprising he'd make that recommendation. You better like it, Ben. You have to validate my purchase. Otherwise, I'm unsubscribing. Fair enough. I'll be happy to validate you. You're crazy. You're crazy, man. I like you, but you're crazy. That's a very nice comment. Thank you. Rem Oil Boys lubricate the P320 trigger to help with safety. I'm not sure that's going to help, but we will see. Well, according to GBRS, it's the best. Got to be true. Yeah, the goobers like it. So if it's good enough for the goobers, it's probably going to be good enough for me. All right, let's find some substantive comments here. All right, this is the gun I'm most interested in seeing. That's good. All right, everyone loves to hate the P320, yet I'm positive most folks' only experience with the gun is making jokes about it killing its operator. It will be refreshing to hear a neutrally biased opinion on it after a few thousand rounds. With that being said, I personally would never concealed carry a P320 when other options exist that don't have the reputation of shooting the owner. Well, I mean, they say they fixed that. No, they didn't say they fixed that. Other people say they fixed that. They don't really say much over at SIG. Not about that. Yeah, I think people are interested to see what happens. I'm interested too. Like, I genuinely don't know what I'm going to end up thinking at the end of this thing. I might have one that shoots great, shoots awesome. I'll be like, hey, it's kind of cheesy. I changed some parts just for safety or just for my feels, like so I feel safe. Maybe that's where it'll land, where it'll be, I get the gun, change some stuff, and it's great. I don't know. Maybe it'll be a piece of crap. I guess we will find out. I'll just tell you guys, from what I've observed with the SIGs, it's like sometimes they work, and some of them I've shot. They're tight. They group really well. They shoot well. They're not malfunctioning. And it's like, this one's pretty good. I've been hit in the face with exploding SIG on more than one occasion. Like, actually had debris hit me in the face more than once. But that's been years. It's been a while since that I've actually seen it with my own eyes happen. So, I guess we'll see. I don't know how this is going to go. Next one, Ben just broke the internet. Well, that's good. That's what we're trying to do, All right. I love the P320 SIG Armorers competition. Level trigger kit makes a night and day difference. Okay, good. That's good. Let's see. Are there any more substantive ones here, except for people like, you should try this and this. You should try the blah, 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 blah. No. All right. So I put in another video actually showing my first impressions of the gun, and that generated a lot of comments as well. I'm going to pull those up and we will work through them. All right. This might be the only SIG talk I'll listen to without thinking the guy is shooting the guy shooting is in SIG's pocket. Yeah, I'm definitely not in SIG's pocket. They are not happy with this. I would be pretty certain about that they don't like this. But that's true. SIG has, it's a little bit sleazy. Honestly, it's been going on for more than a decade, I think. When the 320 came out, they set up like Stealth Team SIG, we called it, where there was like 20 or 30 guys on their shooting team, but nobody revealed that they were on SIG shooting team or being given guns by SIG or given money by SIG. And that happened in USPSA circles at the time, but people didn't like that. They really didn't like that. Okay. It's hard to find a non-biased SIG review. They're either getting paid by SIG and they're biased for it, or they aren't and they absolutely hate SIGs and biased against them, the 320 specifically being polarizing. Yeah, that's pretty fair. There's a lot of people that hate it. All right. I knew I felt the disturbance in the internet. That's a pretty good comment. Man, I have the greatest business idea for SIG. Sell every 320 with a tourniquet. It's a win-win-win situation. Well, safety first. All right, a 320 not going fully into battery. Seems like I've heard this story a few times before. Yes, you probably have. You probably have. Next one, swap the purple guide rod spring for the orange. Should help with the slide. Okay. Any other interesting stuff? In this, there's a million comments like this. Add a Gray Guns trigger kit, and it's not just Gray Guns. It's, insert your pet trigger here. It's, okay, add a Gray Guns trigger kit and the guide rod, which will allow you to use 1911 springs to tune the action. We also do a stage 2 trigger, which is a Gray Guns kit plus an Apex trigger. But I don't give a shit. I'll be honest. I don't give a shit that much. I just want to shoot the gun a little bit. It doesn't need to have the sickest trigger. What I want is just a little safety dingus on there. That would make me happy. I had the same issue with the slide, hesitating to go into battery. Yes. In fact, the gun failed to go into battery a few times during courses of fire, but that was when I first got my SIG. After shooting it a while, it must have worn because the problem went away completely. It doesn't hesitate to go into battery anymore. It's like, okay, cool. Okay, cool. That's very nice. Time for the drop test, Ben. I can do the drop test if you want. I don't think it's going to go off. I think that was a long time ago when there was drop issues. Okay, so gun generally reputed for out of battery detonations, doesn't want to go into battery. This should be interesting. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. See if there's any other really, I didn't mean to click on that. Any other fun comments here? To get rid of the mushy wall issue, I ended up replacing this. Dude, okay, never mind. Never mind. Everybody just wants to modify the fucking triggers all the time. Okay, I ran the Legion. I know this guy. This guy's smart. I ran the Legion for over a year in Carry Optics Division. I agree with everything Ben said. So yeah, I told you this guy's smart. It's actually a nice shooting pistol. I started having ejection issues and didn't spend any time trying to diagnose and fix it. I just switched platforms. It was likely the extractor that needed replacing, as I had quite a lot of rounds through it. It did end up replacing all the springs, but I haven't shot it since to know if I corrected that problem. And it sounds like how I treat guns. I'm just like, oh, like, F this gun, go away. In any event, guys, the SIG 320 thing, it's real. I'm going to be shooting it. I mean, I'll shoot it to the thousands and thousands of rounds. We'll have many talks about it, I'm sure. There'll be a drill supercut video towards the end. It's going to be amazing. And genuinely, I don't really know how this is going to go. I really don't. I don't know if I'm going to hate the gun or love the gun. I don't know if the gun's going to work flawlessly or explode. Really, anything could happen. I mean, this is why I get on the internet, frankly. This is for this kind of entertainment. So I'm glad you guys are here for it. We are going to have a lot of fun. That's for sure.